All right, hello everyone, it's Sean, and I just want to start before I say anything else with apologizing. I sound a little congested still. I've been essentially sick since Monday. It's been a long week for me, and I'm finally well enough to make this video, and I've really been wanting to because I want to explain kind of how the show went, and I want to show you my surprise and announce my giveaway. So I have a lot to talk about in this video, and I've been really wanting to make it. So I'm finally well enough. I actually feel way better than I sound. I've been sounding like this pretty much all week, but it is what it is. Um, it was to a point where this week I actually had to take off work, which I almost never do. In fact, I had like over 100 hours of sick time saved up because I never take off work. So I was really feeling rough earlier this week. So if I'm a mouth breather in this video a little bit, you know, you're just gonna have to deal with that. But yes, so the show, of course, I'm referring to is the Dolls of the World Expo that I went to last weekend in Raleigh, North Carolina. My home state of North Carolina is about 3 hours from where I live in the mountains, and it was an excellent show. Bobby, she really pulled it off. I was nervous because I'm nervous anytime there's a first anything, and this was the first time that she was putting on this show, and I feel so grateful to have been able to attend. I'm so thankful for my friend Sarah being my designated driver because there was no way in hell that I was driving to Raleigh by myself. I just was not going to be able to make that drive. My anxiety would never have let me drive in the actual city of Raleigh, which we had to do a lot because we did go a lot of places. There's no way I was going to drive in Raleigh. So I'm incredibly thankful for her being curious enough because she's not a Reborn. Sarah is not a Reborn collector. She's a coworker slash friend. And so for her to be curious enough to even want to go, was and she had a lot of fun. I should mention she wasn't like held at gunpoint or anything of like she wasn't forced to be there. She wanted to go, and she enjoyed herself a lot actually. She was surprised by the amount of people as at the show, as most of us were. I was pretty shocked on Saturday, just the sheer amount of people that were pretty much in the show floor all day, because we were there and left briefly for lunch, and then when we came back there was still a lot of people on in the show floor on Saturday. So she was surprised, and I warned her. I was like, well, if I remember, Rose, the line to get in at first was pretty long, so we want to get there. We did not get there early as we should have to be one of the first people to get in. As you can see by the clip, she took some clips, which is why I wish I had warned her ahead of time to film in horizontal instead of vertically filming. But all of the vertical filming you saw was she was filming me and filming the interactions and filming the booths, and then the vertical was me filming. So that's why the clips look like that. We were just so overwhelmed because it was a little chaotic, that we did not film much because there was literally just, for us, there was no way to film and also take in the show. So we didn't film as much as we wanted to, and that's you live you learn. Next time I'll probably do more, because I'll feel more prepared next year, and kind of know what to expect and when to kind of expect the downtimes. I think a lot of the success of the show is it's really now probably going to be the biggest show on the East Coast. There is a show later on this year in December in Orlando, but the problem with that show is it's, for some reason, they decided to do it on a Sunday and a Monday during early December, where no one's like out of school yet or off work. Not only that, it's in December, so a lot of people are going to be with family anyway that month, even if it was later in the month when people are out of school and work. So I won't be able to go, even though my brother does live in Orlando. I wish it was at a different time. Maybe I would have been able to attend the Orlando show. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of give an explanation of how kind of why the my video looks like that, and I'm also going to recommend, if you really want to see a well done vlog from the show to check out my friend Gracie's vlog. I'm going to link her video in the video description of this one, and she did much better. And speaking of Gracie, it was so great. I have known her for so many years. I don't know how many years at this point. Quite a few. And I finally got to meet her in person because if you recall, a group of my friends came up a few years back to visit me in Charlotte for a few weeks, like a week and a half, and that's when I was renting that Airbnb, and she couldn't go because she had just had her daughter, I think, at that point, and obviously, or she was still pregnant. I can't remember. It was one of those. So she was a part of that same friend group and just couldn't come up for that reason. So I missed meeting her then, and then I didn't go to any of the other doll shows, so I missed meeting her at those. And then so she, I wish Sarah had captured it on video because as soon as I walked into the doors on Saturday, the doll show hotel, like as soon as I opened the doors to the hotel, Gracie came like running up to me to hug me, and before I even like kind of recognized what was happening, but I was so happy to see her, and I also spent a lot of time with some of my other friends that I met online, and so overall this show was amazing. We didn't do everything I thought I would do, like we didn't have a pool party, we didn't have a group of us go shopping, but we did go to restaurants, and Sarah and I separately went to the mall, not with the dolls because that was just too much for me. It was hot as hell. And then we also on the way back home on Sunday, we stopped at the Once Upon a Child in Raleigh, and I'm so glad I did because the thing that I can never find in my town, this town I live in, is newborn size pants. So they were having 70% off a clearance. I got so many damn pants, and I only spent $30. I kid you not, I got like total probably like 50 pieces of clothing for $30. I should have gotten more. I really wish I had just like stocked up more because there was a lot of newborn pants, and they were all so many on clearance that I should have just like grabbed everyone I saw. It's and with the other clearance items, I should have grabbed more, but I didn't think of it. I'm not going to show you all of that because it's just normal baby clothes, and that's a lot to show. But yeah, so I got a lot done. I had so much fun. It was a great show. Lots of people, lots of people who knew who I was, which was really cool. I expected a few people would, but I was really like, it made me feel super good that there was a good amount of people who knew who I was and actually came up and said hi and took some pictures with me. It made me feel really good. I appreciate y'all if y'all met me at the show. I told you I'm not mean. So next show, again, if you see me, come up to me, please. And yeah, it was excellent. And 100%, if I can vend next year, if I get lucky enough to get a table next year, I'm going to do my best to try to set up shop down there because I think I will personally sell very well. And I say that because there wasn't many dolls of color. I'll show you the surprise baby that I didn't expect to get, but I did end up buying. I had set myself some money aside in case I did want to buy a doll, but I wasn't really expecting to see much because there's almost never a lot of dolls of color at these shows, and that's just the way it goes. That's just true of the whole Reborn community. So I didn't really expect to buy a doll, but I'm happy I did. I'm gonna, or he or she, I still haven't decided. I'm gonna root the baby starting like today after I finish this video, because right now it has painted hair, which I'm not super a fan of. So I'm gonna root over it. Not the painted hair itself. Like I'm not a fan of painted hair. I should say it's well done. It's just preference. Um, but yeah, if I can get there next year as a vendor, which is what I would really love to do because it'd be pretty convenient for me as far as I can find someone else, even if Sarah doesn't want to go next year, I can find someone else who can drive me there. and it would be so convenient because I wouldn't have to ship anything. I wouldn't have to worry about like really much because I could just load them up in whoever's car I end up going in, and that's pretty convenient being that close to a doll show, and um, I don't know. I think that I would do well because I would plan to do some budget babies of color, which is something that almost never you could see at a doll show is a budget baby of color. So I would probably do like a group of dolls that are like $2.99 um, to sell at the doll show, and I think that would be great for because I saw a lot of younger people of color there, and who ultimately couldn't buy a baby because a lot of the ones that looked like us were priced a little higher. So yeah, I think I would love to vend if I can get in there in time. The problem with they sold out so quickly this year that I don't I'm not too positive that I'll be able to even get a table because that's how fast they went for this year's show. But maybe it'll be better because I wonder if Bobby's gonna get a bigger venue or how that's gonna work. So there's a lot to be decided for next year's show, so it'll be interesting. So yeah, all that said, I want to show you guys the doll that I got and then explain the giveaway that I'm doing. Um, so yeah. Okay, so you'll have to excuse the mess. I'm in the middle of like trying to put away the new clothes and stuff. But as you can see, this is the new baby. Like I said, I can't decide. I think this baby is pretty neutral. This is the sold out limited edition will be by Cassie Brace. I did paint this kit once, and I ultimately sold it and kind of regretted it because I loved this kit more than I did when I first got it. I thought, oh, it's fine, whatever. But I really do enjoy this kit. So when I saw there was a few dolls of color like that were of this kit, but this one really, really captured my attention because look, the skin tone on this Wilby is just so well done. It is so hard to do this skin tone without making it flat or making the baby one tone. And I don't know how much my video is showing it, but he actually does have like shading and different tones within him. He's not just black. Like a lot of people, unfortunately, when they do this skin tone, they don't like look at actual people, I feel like, of this skin tone, and they're just like, up, it's black. And another thing is, you can see that his hands and feet are actually a different tone, which again is all that. Like it shouldn't be that much of a big deal, but that is something I saw unfortunately at the show, is that there was another dark tone baby where the hands and feet were the same color as its skin tone, and that is not realistic. That is not how black people look. I mean, literally. I'm not super dark, obviously, but I'm still mostly black. Well, yeah. But you can see clearly my hands and feet are not the same color as my skin tone. So I was a little disappointed in one of the dolls I saw at the show because it was literally all one color, and she wonders kind of why it didn't sell. That's the reason. Um, we don't look like that. So it was really, really. I love this artist's works. She does amazing skin tones. Her artist name, like her Reborn nursery name, is Maddie Bugs. Um, but she's the sweetest. I believe I forgot how to pronounce her name all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Um, why did I forget how to pronounce her name? I'm gonna link her information as well. Sorry, it's probably because I'm still like recovering from sickness. But yes, she was very nice. She did amazing work. As you can see, he's just gorgeous. Or she, like I said, I still haven't decided. Just beautiful work, and I love the tone that she did for the hands and feet because it's not really like super super pink, and it's not, I don't know, it's just I love the tone that she chose to do, and his little lips are so beautiful. And yeah, I'll probably keep him as a boy, but I really really haven't decided because I posted pictures of him as a girl and I was like, all right, this could really go either way. So maybe I'll keep them as both. Who knows? But yeah, I love this baby, and I will be adding hair, so this baby will get even cuter for me. But the painted hair is nice. It's just not my favorite, because I feel like with this skin tone, the painted hair kind of gets lost a little bit. Only for me because I don't want another bald baby. I just had finally rooted um Kier, who's in a corner. Sorry. But yeah, I don't really want another bald looking baby. So thankfully, I am an artist and I will be rooting the hair, just to add a little bit of extra texture to this baby, you know? But if you love painted hair, she does amazing painted hair. Um, and yeah, like I said, Maddie Bug's Nursery. She has, I think, still a few remaining dolls of color from the show, some really cute cuddle babies and such. So if you wanted to check her out, you definitely do so. And I don't know if she's open for customs, but if she is, again, highly recommend. This is what I love about the doll shows in particular, is that you can see people's work in person before you purchase. And I picked him up and I was like, oh crap, I gotta buy him. So I came back on Sunday. I wasn't there at the show, but for like an hour on Sunday, because I just wanted to go and see if he was still there, and then say goodbye to my friends. And that was pretty much all I did on Sunday at the show, because I had already seen, everything. And I was like, we just need to hit the road. And we had to make a few stops, like I said. And so, yeah, we hit the road pretty quickly, to get home at a nice time. And because we had work the next day. And then I ended up having to go home early anyway, Monday, because I was sick. But, uh, that's kind of how it went on Sunday. And I grabbed him real quick. And I kind of regret. And she also had this beautiful John John that I almost grabbed, but I hesitated too long and he sold. So he was my, like, okay, if he's still there, I've got to grab him before it's too late. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. That's my new baby. No name yet because I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do. I think it'll be easier once this baby has hair to decide, but just the sweetest little face. I love this kit so much. If I get my hands on it for like retail price again, I definitely will be painting another Wilby. Oh, and speaking of dolls, that if you haven't seen already, the Pickle pre-order by Nikki Johnson is open now, and I ordered two, one to paint for myself because that was always the plan. It's like literally my dream kit. It's like 4 months size sleeping kit that's chubby. My dream kit, and I also got another one to actually paint for sale. So, once that kit releases, you'll be seeing my versions soon. All right, now finally, for what y'all actually probably want to know about is the giveaway. Okay, so yes, you're back to seeing me because the last thing I want to mention is the giveaway that I'm doing that starts now. Now being whenever this video uploads, because it is a longer video. Um, I am going to be doing a blank kit giveaway from McPherson. So obviously it's going to be a legitimate kit and probably additional supplies that you can use with either, you know, air dry or heat set paints, because there are a lot of supplies that overlap with those two types of paints. So I'm probably going to include some additional supplies for that. And the reason I'm doing this is because if y'all haven't seen the video, I don't know what you're doing. I got kicked out of that admitting that group, and instead of just staying mad and bitter, I made my own group for new artists, and it's called Beginner Reborn Artists, and it's on Facebook, and I'll link it as well. And the reason I started that group because I still really, really want to help people, and I want to foster a community of helpful artists who have more experience and newer artists who are wanting that free advice and to improve their work or just to show their work because they're proud of it to begin with. So I wanted to create a kind of a whole new group, and that's exactly what I did to have a different vibe. And so far, it's going really well. I'm really proud of it so far. The people in it are amazing. They're very nice. I have not had any issues so far with the group and the members. They're very nice to each other, very respectful of each other. No conflicts so far, which is more than you could say of a lot of groups when they're starting out. And so far, I'm trying to keep people engaged, and it's doing okay. But the reason why I want to do this giveaway is to try to push the group to grow a little. And there's no better way to do that than by doing a giveaway, because people love free shit. Let's be honest. People just love free shit. So if this is something you're interested in, if you're wanting to learn how to paint, if you're wanting to learn, the basics of reborning, this is a great way to start, because at least you'll have a kit to start with and a few supplies. This is more than a lot of people get to start with. Like, a lot of people have to pay all of this out of pocket. I'm taking away some of the costs for you. So, if you're interested, the way to be eligible to win this blank kit is to join that group. It's literally as simple as that, to join that Facebook group. If you don't have Facebook, I'm sorry, this group is only on Facebook. It's the easiest way to do groups. Hope you understand. But yes, please, 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 if you are in any way interested in becoming a new artist, I highly encourage you to join this giveaway. If you join my Facebook group, once, I think I'm going to cut it off at when we reach 250 um, group members, and then I'm going to do a random draw live, so that no one thinks I'm just handpicking one of the group members. So yeah, if you're interested in that, that's going to be both linked in the video description of this video, and I'm going to also pin it and as a comment below. So yes, this is the giveaway. It's going to be a blank doll, with the body and a few supplies to get you started, and it's as simple as joining that Facebook group and waiting. Hopefully this will be something that happens sooner rather than later. We reach that number of group members, because I am going on vacation in August. So if it happens during August, I'll still pick a winner, but I just won't be able to ship the kit until after I come back, which, I mean, that's fine with me, and it's probably fine with a lot of people, because they'll just be thankful that they won in the first place. But, I just wanted to be transparent and give that heads up that I will be gone for nearly 2 weeks in the beginning of August. So, yeah, that's my vacation. I've been saving up my vacation days for it, and I'm ready to go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, kind of me talking about the show, showing my new doll, and I hope you guys will join in this giveaway. And I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully not sounding like this. um, anyway, I'll see you guys then.